making his way to the ring. He's one of Britain's hardest men. MEW is proud to present Shreddy Brak.
MEW Toon Tussle 3 continues. Long Benton is ready. Tom Campbell, am ready. Dan Fitch, are you ready for Shreddy?
I've never been more ready for Shreddy.
We welcome one half of England's hardest man, the man with muscles in places that most people do not have places. Shreddy Brak is in Long Benton.
Absolutely is. He's got maybe his toughest test yet in Boris Kozlov.
Huge match for Shreddy Brak, who is still relatively new to the wrestling world, but he has taken to it like a hench duck to water.
He has, Tom, but I have to say he is yet to win in MEW. His debut.
He has yet to have the winner's share of the purse money, but that does not slow him down. That does not break his stride or break his smile. And Long Benton loves Shreddy Brak, and I know he's keen to get that big win here at MEW, because we've seen what the power of momentum can do for you at MEW. Look at something like Adam Maxted, who really came in like a ball of lightning and is now the MEW champion. He defends later on tonight against Amir Jordan. Shreddy Brak wants a piece of that.
He absolutely does, but he's got such a huge test. Making his debut, though, is Boris Kozlov, an unknown quantity, if you will.
I am excited. The bar, not so much. I understand that we ran out of vodka about 3 hours ago.
That was me, sorry.
That was you? Yeah. We had to go to the spa around the corner and top up.
Fresh off the plane from Russia. He's very enjoying England losing in the Long Cup. Making his MEW debut. Boris Kozlov.
And the Russian wrecking ball, the vodka-powered Boris Kozlov, has landed in Long Benton.
He appears to have a protein shaker with him. I'm not entirely sure that's protein.
Are we sure? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not convinced that that's gonna be protein in there.
Is it in Russia? Is it potato protein? Something like that.
He is very much one for potato power. If you follow Boris Kozlov on Facebook, you will know that he spent most of the World Cup hanging around with a psychic potato. Didn't do Russia much good in the competition, but that's by the by. Football didn't come home for us either. It's fine. Didn't want to win it anyway.
Oh, I think he's picked on the wrong person.
Oh, look at this. Boris Kozlov getting amongst the MEW faithful, not making a whole lot of friends. Boris, fresh off the plane, but he has been tearing it up at wrestling promotions across the UK. Everywhere you go, you'll no doubt see one of the Kremlin's finest grapplers, and it's great to have him at MEW at long last, Dan.
We've been trying for a long time to get the visa sorted to get him here into MEW. The plane flights from Moscow to Long Benton.
You try landing a plane in Long Benton.
I tried, but we succeeded, and here he is tonight.
You've got to shut that playing field near the metro track. So here we go. It is protein shakes versus vodka. It is Shreddy Brak versus Boris Kozlov.
Shreddy looks more than ready for this one. Looks pumped up and excited. But Boris has got the mic.
My name is Boris Kozlov. And I am here to show you all Russia is stronger than England.
It's not going to win you a lot of friends in Long Benton, Boris.
Quite a large Russian population in Long Benton, I think you'll find, Tom. Be surprised.
I think I've been to that street.
Oh, come on, strong man. I got my protein right here. I got my weightlifting belt. You don't stand a chance.
Well, you're right, it is indeed a protein shaker, presumably potato protein.
We're going to hear from Shreddy for the first time in the MEW ring.
Oh gosh. Shreddy's got something on his mind, and I think Boris is about to get a piece of it.
Russia, Shreddy's from England. So, England might be out of the World Cup. So unfortunately, football isn't coming home.
We didn't want to win the World Cup anyway, it's fine. We did very well.
England's hardest man is here in MEW to beat the Russian Boris. So what that means, the ball might be coming on. Wrestling's coming on. Na 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 na. Wrestling's coming on.
Well, this is a very different version of the Lightning Seeds featuring Baddiel and Skinner, featuring Shreddy Breck.
I won't be buying it on iTunes, I'm afraid. I won't be downloading this one.
That's with the greatest of respect to Shreddy. Very much one of the greatest bodies in wrestling. Not the greatest vocal cords, but Boris agrees, I think, and Boris now going to town on Shreddy Breck. And Boris Kozlov using some of those Russian shenanigans to keep Shreddy Breck at bay in the early going of this match.
He certainly wound the crowd up, and they are very firmly in Shreddy Breck's corner in this one.
Oh, and Shreddy taking Boris down with those heavy clotheslines. Shreddy Breck, who is built like a living, breathing Hasbro action figure. And it's not just for show, it's also for go.
It looks like this one's going to be a quick one the way it's gone so far.
I think Shreddy wants to get it done. He wants that first big win in his MEW resume. And it could be over Boris.
I think Boris is thinking about getting back on that plane.
Boris is taking his time right now, getting him slowly back into the ring. Sizing up Shreddy. You don't rush into the ring with a guy like Shreddy. Just a huge mountain of a man. And Shreddy, of course, is a decorated bodybuilder as well. He's won the NABBA Bodybuilding Championship, a championship won by Arnie. Arnold Schwarzenegger won the same bodybuilding championship as Shreddy Breck has won. What a prestigious title. Well, it doesn't surprise you. The man has muscles in places that most people do not have places.
I think he's about to terminate Boris Kozlov as well here in this one.
Will he be back? There's another one. Terminator 4 in cinemas now. Shoulder barge does not move. The tanned wall that is Shreddy
hasn't really moved much, has he, so far? He hasn't had to.
It's the irresistible force meeting the immovable object, to quote some great commentators of our time. Monsoon. And Boris looking for a third time to... Oh, look at that!
I think the referee needs to be having a word with stuff like that.
Russian shenanigans on play as we see England versus Russia, a match we didn't see in the World Cup, but we're seeing tonight in Long Benton. And Boris trying to lift Shreddy. Do you even lift, bro? Shreddy lifts. And a spinning...
with authority.
And any normal person, that would just be a body slam. From Shreddy, that is a super body slam.
Boris is asking for timeout. There's no timeout from Shreddy Breck.
There's no half times, no extra time, no penalty shootout. It is just two guys in the middle of the ring. A pinfall, a submission, a DQ, or a count out will suffice. And Boris backing right off from Shreddy Breck.
He's going for that special protein shake. Make him special powers.
Wow, is that legal? Are we allowed protein shakes in the...
Why not?
Potato-powered Boris Kozlov. We're only assuming there's potatoes in there. It's a terrible stereotype.
Probably vodka as well.
It could be vodka. Or it could be wheatgrass. And we could just be unnecessarily stereotypical to Boris. Well, suddenly...
Boris Kozlov is not a stereotype.
Of course he's not. Boris Crush. I think we're going to get a test of strength. Boris had a sip on that protein shake, and we're going to get a test of strength. I don't know how wise it is to do a test of strength against Shreddy Breck.
I think it's very unwise, I would say.
It's a bit like asking Usain Bolt to race round the corner.
He's going back to that special bottle.
He's going to need about 4 jars
of the vodka this time.
Now this is a Russian protein shake. Are we going to get a drinking contest now? Is this where this is going? Shreddy's clean eating, clean drinking for this match. I don't think he'd want to put vodka in his system. It would repel it very quickly. Oh, look at that! The Russian mist in the face of Shreddy.
Disgusting tactics from Boris Kozlov. There's no place for that in MEW. The referee needs to get right in there now and give them a piece of their mind. We don't stand for any of that.
Referee Lewis Kelly being very, very relaxed.
I think he needs to go to Specsavers again, Tom. That's what he needs to do.
It's a World Cup theme, and to quote the French, he's being very laissez-faire with Boris Kozlov. Dan Fitch. I've just seen Dan Fitch cross out a name from his book of available referees. Sorry, Lewis. Crossed it out really angrily with a big, thick black pen. And Boris may not have the strength advantage over Shreddy Breck as what it looks like here. He has certainly taken shortcuts to win this test of strength.
I think vodka the eyes will definitely do that to you.
The old Russian mist. We've seen that many times on a night out in Long Benton. And Shreddy Breck has got to fight from underneath here. He's got to prove that those muscles are not just for show. Those are muscles that go. And he's doing it right now.
Wow.
Overpowering Boris Kozlov. And trying to break the hands of Vladimir Putin's favourite wrestler. Beautiful suplex by Shreddy.
Fair to him, Boris Kozlov keeps on getting back up and up for more.
This may be too much for him. Are we looking at either a full Nelson suplex or it's going to be a full Nelson? Shades of MEW alumni Chris Masters, that master lock.
It was only 2 years ago that Chris Masters put that on Prince Amin and Jose Malago in that ring. If only he left it for a little bit longer on Jose, it might have all been a bit more happier.
Boris is in a bad position right now at the hands of Shreddy Brett, looking to try and flip out of it. A la Bret Hart with those bottom ropes, and Shreddy wisely dragging him back to the centre of the ring. Dragging him, and Boris climbing the ropes. He's going to push that. Shreddy did the wisest thing possible, broke the hold.
Poor Boris. He's not in a good place right now.
On the shoulders of Shreddy Breck is nowhere near the good place. Running power slam from Shreddy.
Shades of the British Bulldog right there.
If ever there was a Teesside Bulldog, we're looking at him right now. Shreddy Breck fighting out of Hartlepool with a Bulldog-esque, as you said, Dan. Running power slam. Oh, get your tickets out. It's time to get on board the Gain Train. Wait, no.
Very smart.
Foot up by Boris, saw the Gain Trainer coming. Shoulder block off the top rope has terminated the Gain Train.
I think Boris needs to get on Shreddy Brett and do something here.
Boris
goes into the crowd every time he gets snapped.
He loves it. He's taking a moment just to taunt the MEW faithful. We thank you for joining us in Long Benton for Tomb Tussle 3. And we apologise for the actions of Boris Kozlov so far, who certainly hasn't won many friends. Boris now with shoulder barges into that core of Shreddy Brett.
Referee needs to get in there and make Boris Kozlov abide by the rules. What's he got here?
Oh, Lewis Kelly's been so cash with Boris. That's Boris's weightlifting belt.
This isn't a fashion show.
Are we gonna see some bench pressing of Shreddy Breck? Oh, it's giving him strength to slam Shreddy Breck. Boris Kozlov just deadlifted England's hardest man.
That is very, very impressive right there. That's got to be 20 stone plus.
Not many people can say that either. I think that weightlifting belt might have done the job, and Shreddy muscling out at 2.
Kozlov definitely seems to have the advantage at the moment at this point.
Kozlov is currently all over Shreddy Breck. I think since that deadlifted power slam, Kozlov has been in charge of Shreddy Breck. I know Shreddy is so keen, Dan, to get that big win.
It is, but maybe this is where it goes wrong for Shreddy. He looks so good against Aaron Echo in the last 2 encounters he's had. He looked good against Prince Amin, but all 3 times he fell short just at the last moment. And I think we're going to maybe see the same tonight. What's going on?
And we're seeing some more shenanigans from Boris Kozlov, who's distracted Lewis Kelly and is now choking Shreddy Brett with a piece of rope from the turnbuckle pad. Boris going to the old school wrestling rulebook and ripping it up.
I hear it was Vladimir Putin who taught him that one.
I believe it might have been. It might have. I saw some emails about it that went to Trump, but I can't seem to find them now. Hashtag political. Boris Kozlov, heavy punches to Shreddy back, and Shreddy is on the receiving end of a Boris beatdown here. The Russian wrecking ball having his way with Shreddy, and Shreddy fighting back. And hard knee to the solar plexus slows him right down in a headlock. Boris has slowed Shreddy right down. The game train is currently suspended. Dan, what has Shreddy Brett got to do to get back in this against Boris?
If I'm going to be perfectly honest, I don't see Shreddy Brett getting back into this one at the moment. Boris, ever since he spat vodka into his eyes, has had the advantage here. He's slowed Shreddy Brett right down. He's got him on the mat. And I just don't see how Shreddy Brett can possibly get back into this. I think this is Boris's to lose now.
Well, you say that, but look at this. Shreddy had the arm checked, and he's not giving up. He's fighting back to his feet. He's having the air cut off, but he's pushing through. He's got to break that hold that Boris has got. Punches to the gut of Boris. You don't do that to a man that's just drank a bottle of vodka. Spine buster by Boris Kozlov.
Let him cover. Why did he stop the count?
He just wants to beat him up some more. Heavy punches raining down.
Boris taunting the crowd yet again instead of working on Shreddy, instead of getting into the match like he should be doing. But Shreddy seems to be feeding off that power from the fans.
Shreddy is fighting from underneath, but the MEW faithful, as you said, Dan, firmly behind him. We could be looking at another Russian missile off that top rope. If he hits that shoulder block, Shreddy could be done. Shreddy ducks the missile. And now a break. Some light at the end of the tunnel for Shreddy.
Heavy clothesline.
Boris is not ready for Shreddy. It's back on the track. Here comes the game train. And an over-shred suplex. Beautiful.
2.
Oh, just a 2 count. Shreddy.
I thought he had him there. I thought that was it. That suplex was a thing of absolute beauty. Never seen him do that in an MEW ring before, Tom.
Not an ordinary overhead suplex, an over-shred suplex, as he insists on calling it. Shreddy Brett is now back in the driving seat of the game train. And he's going once more. Oh, but it was once too many. Boris rolling through with the schoolboy. No, not like this, just a 2. Oh, and Boris picking him up now. Shreddy fighting through, rolling through.
Very even match, this one.
Incredibly so. Meanwhile, here comes Shreddy. Spear! Massive Shreddy spear, and he's done it!
Shreddy Brett has finally won a match here at MEW. Well done, Mr. Shreddy Brett.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Shreddy Brett!
Well, it's no secret that Shreddy Brett has been under the tutelage of Jason Prime. So how fitting to use a spear. Jason Prime's own move.
Definitely learned from the best. If I was him, I wouldn't be drinking from that protein shake.
I wouldn't. I don't know if that's contraband or not.
Obviously didn't taste very nice.
Not a fan.
No.
Massive congratulations to Shreddy Brett. His first win here at MEW. On a night where we will decide the champion and the #1 contender for Northern Bash. What a great place to get your first win, Dan.
Absolutely, and we saw Boris Kozlov make his debut there. For all that he lost the match, it was still a very, very impressive debut. And if we can get the plane to come from Moscow and fly into Long Benton again, we absolutely will in the future. And that's not the only debut that we're going to see tonight. We've got another debut coming up next.
Oh, a huge tag team match that came as the result of an attack on the Kings of Cosplay. Two men told to go and get proper jobs. Tonight, their first proper job, the Biker Maul, is against Kings of Cosplay.
Excited for that one, but well done, Shreddy Breck. Fantastic performance from him tonight. And I think this is going to be the ascension of Shreddy Breck here in MEW.
Are you going to make a call that next year, Shreddy to win the Toon Tussle? I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it.
Why not?
Toon Tussle 4. There's your man right there. England's hardest man.